Today, I'm going to show you how I do the Evil Queen's makeup from the live action Snow White. In last week's video, I made the Evil Queen's crown from Snow White, and I alluded to the fact that I was gonna do the makeup right after, but truth be told, by the time I was done with that project, I had such a little time to get ready and my phone battery was dying and there wasn't any way I was gonna be able to film a YouTube video and then go live. So anyways, I decided to just focus on getting my makeup done quickly, going live, and I decided to do the makeup again this week so that I could focus on making this YouTube video for all of you. So it has been a week since I first made that crown. And this actually turned out to be a really great thing because there were several makeup pieces that I realized I didn't really like what I had, or I was missing something, so I was able to order those things. So I think this time around it's gonna be even better than it was last week. So I'm gonna go put on some primers and just regular foundation, and I'll be right back. All right, we are here, we are ready to go. I have pulled the cowl down around my neck so that after I'm done, I can put my hair up in a wig cap and pull the cowl on, and then I won't have to try to get this very tight cowl on over my fully makeuped face. So, okay. Before I start, it's important to decide kind of which version of this Evil Queen we're going for. I've already established, of course, it is from the new movie, but if you look at different pictures of her, she does look different and have different makeup. Sometimes it's a more natural brown, sometimes it's more of a blue, but I'm gonna go with this version, which looks to me to be a purple, kind of a white, green, and then like a metallic green eyeliner. That's what we're going for. So this is my main image, but I'm gonna reference a few of these as well that are taken from different angles. The other thing I wanna note as I get started is, for obvious reasons, I am not trying to darken my skin tone to match hers or anything like that. I'm just taking what they have done for her makeup as inspiration, but I am not trying to look like Gal Gadot. I could never. I think she is so pretty. So, I think I'll start with the eyeshadow. This is the purple palette that I'm gonna be using for this video. I'm gonna link this in the description below. This is the main one that I think I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna take this moment to talk a little bit about the new movie. I did see it since the last Evil Queen video that I made. Here's my take. If you don't agree, feel free to express that in the comments, but I would say my opinion is a little bit different than most of what I've been hearing in the media. I generally liked the movie. I thought it was one of the better live action Disney movies for sure. I really liked, is it Rachel Zegler or Rachel Ziegler? I think it's Rachel Zegler. I really liked Rachel Zegler. I thought she did a great job. I think she has a gorgeous voice and we can all aspire to sing as beautifully as she does. It really did not bother me that perhaps her skin tone is not as white as snow. They just cut that line and I thought it worked just fine. The dwarfs, I understand, were a controversial decision, so I'm not gonna get into the politics of whether they made the right choice or not. I will just say that from a entertainment standpoint, I thought the choice looked fine. It didn't take me out of it. My favorite part of the movie was all of the musical numbers, especially the remakes of Hi Ho and I'm Wishing. I love Waiting on a Wish that they wrote for Snow White, and I'll get to Evil Queen in a second. I can say that I don't think her song was the strongest in the movie, but if you just take the writing of the song, the melody, the lyrics, I think it's a good song. And Pasek and Paul are some of my favorite composers right now, so it makes sense that I liked it. I think they're incredible. This is what I'm using for a white highlight. It's supposed to be a blush. I love this. So, Gal Gadot as the Evil Queen. Do I think it was the best casting? No. I think anytime they're gonna give someone a big powerful musical number, or really a musical number at all, they should cast someone who is a phenomenal singer, which is why I'm not mad at Rachel Zegler, because she's an incredible singer. So I'm glad they cast her. And honestly, I think Gal Gadot is getting more hate than she deserves. Definitely. Again, I'm not speaking about politics here. I'm speaking about their performance in the movie. I think that they wrote a really one-dimensional character for her. Like, she was just, like, a big complaint I heard about the movie was that, like, she's just evil. Like, yeah, that's Disney's doing. They didn't really elaborate on the original tale very much to make her anything more than just pure evil. They didn't give her like any real additional motivation other than just wanting beauty and power. So that's not Gal's fault that they didn't give her any depth. I think if we take the fact that it was a pretty one-dimensional character as a given, I think she played the role fine. Was her acting like 10 out of 10? No, but I would not have saw it and been like, oh my gosh, it's horrible. Unless I had gone in thinking, like, the only reason it kind of stood out to me was because I went in with so many preconceived notions because the media cannot stop talking about this movie. I'm gonna go in with this darkest color now. But yeah, if I hadn't already thought like, oh, this is gonna be really bad, I don't think I would have thought anything of it. And I think their choice to use incredible composers like Pasek and Paul, just keep doing that, Disney. I saw someone say like, oh, there's too much singing in it. Like, okay, then you don't like musical theater, but like Disney at its core is musical theater, to me at least. And every time they put great music in a movie, it does really well. So I feel like just take a hint, like just keep producing amazing songs. Encanto did super well. Moana, Frozen, like there's a through line here. That's my opinion. Okay, so we got the purple. Last week when I did this makeup for the first time, I didn't really like what I had in terms of green, so I bought some new ones. Let's see what I got. They're all in their package, so I haven't even seen them yet. It's broken. So sad. Let's just hope that I'm a one-off. Dang, I really like the color too. So overall, I recommend that you see the Snow White movie and you make your own decision and don't feel pressured to like or hate something just because other people say you should. And then let me know in the comments what you thought. Oh, it's getting everywhere. It's dust. I would love to hear your opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in with some foundation here. Let's look at these metallic options. And I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I love how metallic this all is. Okay, I'm gonna take a eyeshadow break, do the eyebrows, and then I'll see if I wanna add any extra eyeshadow there. So this is another, like, depending on which picture you look of Gal Gadot, of how dark her eyebrows are. But this cowl is black and I know what I look like in villain makeup, and I always just tend to read better when I have really dark eyebrows when I'm playing a villain. So I'm gonna go really dark brown, borderline black. I'm gonna start with the darkest color of a pomade that I have, which is the Anastasia medium brown, and then I'll go in with a black eyeliner and build the color from there. Also, her eyebrows go in pretty far. Mine just naturally start really far out, so I'm gonna extend them pretty far inwards. I also want to just kind of encourage the highest arch that I can, because that will help the like villainy look. Like you can see here, no arch. I really wish I had a more symmetrical face. One eye closes more than the other and I'm just not that symmetrical. Pity. What can you do? Okay, I'm gonna go in with the black eyeliner. I have to get really close on this one. Also, a tragedy has occurred. Can you see it in the camera? Terrible. I'm probably gonna go out of frame on this. I have to get so close to the mirror. I'll show you after. Okay, that's pretty much as close to my waterline as I can get with the black liquid eyeliner. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with like a little bit of a smoky eye, like shadow underneath. When we look at this picture from the side, we can see that that purple eyeshadow goes all the way out to meet the corner of the eyebrow. So I'm gonna add that. So let's extend this out a little. All right, I think we are ready to do some contour. I had to make sure it was still recording, can you imagine? All right, now for the lips. So last week I hadn't seen the movie. The movie had not come out. It was like coming out that day. So going off of this picture, I really believed her lips were kind of like a almost black, like purple, and I wanted them to be super shimmery and metallic. And so I bought a matte black lipstick and unicorn snot to layer on top, and I honestly think it looked amazing. But now that I've seen the movie and seen more photos of her, I realize this is not the color of her lips. So I'm gonna try to go a little bit more accurate to the movie today. However, in the future, I'm gonna do this because I think it's awesome. But I'm gonna go more of like that plum, dark red look today. Okay, I think it's pretty much done. So the next steps, put on my wig cap, pull on this cowl, and then I'm gonna get in costume, and then I'm gonna do my nails. And I'm super excited for the improvements that I've done on my nails. So let me just quickly tell you all of the things that I have done to improve this costume since last week's video when I made the crown. When I made the crown video, I talk about in the wrap up how I hate this cone thing. Next step is remake this collar thing because it is just, ugh. It's a no, but that's not what the video is about, so ignore that. So I completely remade the cone this week. I had to do it. Part one of the problem was that the vest from the old costume just did not fit me, so it was so uncomfortable and I was in so much pain like in my armpits, and just this didn't fully velcro, so it was like stabbing me. It was not fun. And then the actual cone just didn't look very good, so I remade all that, scaled it down a tiny bit, gave it more flexibility to bend and curve, so hopefully it doesn't look so overwhelming. I noticed when watching the movie that even though I really loved my black long nails, they are not black, they are actually chrome. So I bought this chrome nail polish and I painted all of the black nails this chrome color. I thought I'd just be able to lay out the nails on a piece of paper and just paint them. No, they would not stay. So I had to get really creative, and I took the nail tabs and I glued all of the nails to this piece of like plumbing tubing, and it worked like a dream, so I was able to paint them all. I also really wanted some of her rings that she has in the movie, so I bought some. And then lastly, as I pointed out in last week's video, I did not make this cowl long enough. So what I did was I actually added a piece to make it longer, and I added some snaps so that I'm able to actually snap these to the inside of the vest that I made, so it'll all stay together. I'm gonna get into costume. I love the nails. Ooh. I love them. They might be my favorite improvement. Although this cone is also making my armpits very happy, and it's just, I think the shape is so much better. So on that note, please enjoy this final result montage. I had so much fun with this transformation. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. Next week we're going to be back to more classic cosplay and crafting videos, so make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!